You studied English for years, you know the rules, you know the grammar, but then you watch a movie or talk to a native speaker, and half the words you've never heard before. Well, it's not because your English is bad, because nobody taught you slang. Textbooks teach you English that nobody actually speaks. I mean, think about it. You spend years trying to figure out the rules, you do the exercises, you pass the tests. But real life is completely different. Your textbook says, I am going to. Real people say, I'm gonna. Your textbook says, that is very good. People just say, that's sick. Your textbook says, I do not know. People say, dunno. You're probably thinking, wait, isn't that just bad English? Isn't it wrong? You know, if I write this on a test, I'll fail. Well, sort of. But English is not a school subject. It's a living skill. It only grows through real use. We need to find out how people really talk. There's a massive gap between the textbook and real life, and that gap makes you freeze. You are stuck somewhere between I understand and I can actually speak. That gap is your biggest pain. You want to close it. Stay with me. I'll show you why this matters. Let me tell you a quick story. Meet Sarah. She just moved to London. She studied English for 5 whole years. Her grammar is absolutely perfect. It's her first day at work. A colleague walks up and says, "Fancy grabbing a coffee?" Sarah is in total panic. She knows the word fancy, and she knows the word grabbing. But together, they make no sense. She takes a breath. She answers very formally, "Yes, I would like to have a coffee with you." Everyone laughs, not in a mean way. It was just totally unexpected. Let's break this down. In a textbook, fancy means luxurious, like a fancy hotel. But in real life, fancy means do you want? And grabbing doesn't mean to violently catch something. It simply means to take something quickly, to do it the simple way. Let's look at the contrast. Listen to these 2 versions. Version 1, the textbook way. Would you like to have a coffee? Yes, I would appreciate that. Now, version 2, real life. Fancy a coffee? Yeah, sounds good. You can hear the difference yourself. I don't need to explain it. The second version sounds much more natural. You see, slang is not bad English. It is the English that people really use. Here's what language teachers don't tell you. Slang changes, and it changes really fast. A word that was popular 5 years ago, now it sounds totally weird. A word that is popular today, people will forget it in 5 years. Look at this. In 2010, everybody said, "That's epic." In 2015, everybody said, "That's lit." In 2020, everybody said, "That's fire." Now, in 2025, people say, "That's valid." It never stops. But here is the honest truth. You don't need to learn all slang. You simply can't. It changes way too fast. But there are 5 to 7 words that stay. Words people use every single day, for years. Those are the words I'll give you today. You don't need thousands of words, you just need the right ones. Let's dive into the words. Word number 1, gonna. Your textbook says, I am going to. Real life says, I'm gonna. When do you use it? Always. Instead of going to in 90% of cases. Listen to these examples. I'm gonna call you later. We're gonna watch a movie tonight. What are you gonna do? Now it's your turn. Repeat after me, out loud, right now. I'm gonna call you. Again. I'm gonna call you. Great, let's figure out the next one. Word number 2, wanna. Your textbook says, do you want to? Real life says, wanna? Here are the examples. Wanna grab lunch? I wanna go home. You wanna come with us? Repeat out loud. Wanna grab lunch? Again. Want to grab lunch? Word number 3. Dunno. Your textbook says, I do not know. Real life says, dunno. You know, this is not rude. It is completely normal. Listen to this. Where's Sarah? Dunno. What time is it? Dunno, check your phone. Say it with me. I don't know. More natural. I don't know. Word number 4. Kinda or sorta. Your textbook says kind of or sort of. Real life says kinda or sorta. Use this when you don't want to speak directly. Examples. How was the movie? It was kinda boring. Are you tired? Yeah, sorta. Repeat. It was kinda boring. Again. It was kinda boring. Word number 5. Yeah. Not yes, but yeah. Nobody says yes in casual conversation. Everybody says yeah. Examples. You coming? Yeah. Did you finish? Yeah, just now. Just say, yeah. Again, yeah. This is very important. This is not impolite. It is just normal. Saying yes sounds way too formal, like you are at a job interview. Now you have 5 real words. You heard them. You repeated them out loud. You saw them in context. You are ready to use them today. Now it's your turn. I want you to do something right now. Go down to the comments. Write one single sentence in English. Use any word from this video. Gonna, wanna, dunno, kinda, yeah. Just pick one. Write one sentence. You know, this is not a test. This is actual practice. I will read every single comment. Let's stop for a second. Take a deep breath. Think about the start of this video. You know, you probably thought, slang is just too hard. It's wrong. I wasn't taught this. Well, look at you now. You just used real slang. You have 5 powerful words. Words that native speakers use every single day. You didn't sit and cram grammar. You didn't learn thousands of boring rules. You just figured out what actually works. And that's the whole point. You see, this is English lore. It's not knowledge from a dusty textbook. It's not about passing a test. It's knowledge from people who actually speak the language. It's the words you hear in a coffee shop. Knowledge nobody writes down, but everyone uses. English is a living skill, you know. It only grows when you use it in real life. And today, you did exactly that. And hey, I mean it. If you liked this way of learning, if you want a complete system to never freeze again, I built something really powerful for you on Patreon. It's exactly what you need to move forward. First, you can get something right now. You can grab a completely free transcription of this exact video. Why? So you can read along. You can catch every single word. You can see the whole structure. Second, you will find the ultimate English lore course. It is a step-by-step system waiting for you there. It is designed to finally break your speaking barrier, to stop you from translating in your head. It makes speaking English feel easy and natural. So go check that out. The link is down below. Now, let's wrap this up. Maybe you still find it hard to understand natives, even when you know all the slang words. They just speak too fast, right? Well, the next video is exactly for you. It's about how British people connect words when they speak really fast. I'll show you why "did you" sounds exactly like "didja" and how to catch it every time. Go watch it right now. Don't give up. Keep listening, keep speaking. See you next time.